Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, tukiongea, William Ruto, yeye ameamua atafanya kile ambacho Raila anahitaji na kufurahisha Raila, kuhakikisha kwamba Raila is not going to exit from this broad-based government. Nataka niwalete polepole mwelewe why William Ruto ni mtu ako terrified and what it takes of him to please Raila Odinga ataifanya. Ilikuwa jana wakati William Ruto na Raila Odinga walikuwa pale cabinet retreat meeting pale Kajiado. Now when you look at even some photos coming from that cabinet retreat, Raila himself with his two legs, with his mind, he is in this broad-based government. And that is why as you speak, you cannot compare Raila, Musalia and Kindiki combined. When look at even some photos yenye ilikuwa nitoka pale, unapata William Ruto ako katikati, Raila ako kando yake hapa, Kindiki ako kando yake hapa, then Musalia uko kando. It means Raila is more powerful than Kindiki and MUDAVADI combined. These two individuals, they are just caretakers. Despite of John Mbadi claiming that Raila Amolo Odinga is not in the government.
Raila Odinga is not in government, but he has brought people to government. And one of those people is me. And I'm running or helping the president and the cabinet to run a very sensitive ministry, which would help shape the future destiny of the country, including the stability of our economy. Who is supporting the president and the cabinet in doing that? The cabinet secretary, who has been brought here by ODM.
It is just, of course, type of tricks these individuals are using to show us that wao kama John Mbadi or Paranya, hao ndio wako kwa serikali, lakini Raila hayuko kwa serikali. You know, and that is something that is very funny, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. Like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder, as you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Now, what Raila Odinga is coming out to advise William Ruto. On the same note, when you look at how Raila Odinga is so more important in this government, more than even Kindiki and Musalia. And that is why he can say what he can say. Na William Ruto hawezi kasirika. Na hawezi ambiwa chochote kwa sababu wanajua Raila sahi anaweza ongea vibaya. Anything. And that is why anaambia William Ruto, ana direct William Ruto, lazima ufanye hii, ufanye hii, lazima ufanye hii, ufanye hii. You know? Na William Ruto ana bow down. Unasikiza? Ana bow down. Chochote Raila anataka lazima apewe.
Meeting is taking place at a particularly opportune moment. It is the first since the ODM and UDA signed an MOU that not only preserve the nation, but also set out a broad agenda for the creation of a people-centered, proactive, inclusive, and pragmatic service delivery. The review also comes at a trying time for the country, emerging for those demanding better services and more say in government. The ferment is also driven by those who feel they have to be in power. Both categories are citizens of Kenya. they deserve a hearing. It is my hope that this policy and performance review could lead to a better understanding and ownership of the government by the people. With the lessons from the recent past, I would say that going forward, everything has to be about the people, not the leaders. One of the lessons I hope you have picked is that without the people's understanding and ownership of government policy design and execution, a perception will persist that the government is not delivering. So the persistent concern going forward must be, are we carrying the people along? I will speak as one who has journeyed with the Kenya and who wishes this country well. I believe strongly that no matter our disagreements, our visions and disappointments, we have to have our country first. We may hold as lofty visions, as we wish, but without a country to implement the ideas, they will remain mere wishes and deferred dreams. An imperfect nation making efforts to become a more perfect union is preferable to a nation that went under. So I'm happy that you have embraced AI, because it is the way forward in the world today. And Kenya is very strategically situated where we are. We are very fortunate. Kenya can become a hub, a big hub. I was very disappointed when we are not able to move on with the airport contract. That was really very unfortunate. You know, we had awarded the Greenfield airport contract before we left government with Kibaki in 2012. That contract was cancelled. Then it was given again to the same contractor later.
Chochote anataka lazima apewe, and that is what I'm seeing with Raila Odinga, you know. So then you can clearly see the momentum that Raila Odinga is having in this government. The question is, are we having 2 deputies or 3 deputies? That is Raila, Kindiki, and Musalia. Raila does not have any position there, but his presence in this government shows clear that he's a man fully in this government, and is there to rescue William Ruto come 2027. It is not about rescuing him in this first term, but this is an agreement they are in. But on the same side, William Ruto is telling us that for now, they are not talking about the 2027 general election.
The focus of this administration and this team is not the next election. The focus is the transformation of Kenya. And putting a firm foundation for the transformation of our nation into the next generation. That is our commitment.
Which he is lying to us. This is all about William Ruto's re-election. It's not about the development. Because even if you can see them arguing that kuna wengine wanatusumbua au kuna wakora fulani, sasa wanaita kina Gachagua ndo wakora. You know, wanaharibu inchi, sijui nini, wana campaign mapema na wana campaign. So clearly you can tell the position that Raila Odinga is holding in this government is so more important for William. Yani ni kitu ya maana sana kwa William Ruto than any other position kwa hii serikali. Kwa sababu anajua chochote kifanyike ako tabani. Na hii ndio maana unasikia anajaribu kusukumana sana na Raila kuhakikisha kwamba hakuna chochote kitawatenganisha. Na hiyo ndo maana unaona they are so curious, of course, putting Raila Odinga intact. Now again, the meeting that Raila Odinga attended yesterday was a confirmation that William Ruto was, of course, confirming that Raila Odinga is going nowhere. Raila Odinga is going nowhere. And that is what he was trying to communicate publicly there. But what I can say is that Raila Odinga is more powerful in this government, more than even Kindiki and Musalia. Kindiki anaweza toka na William Ruto asiumie. Naweza waambia leo, Musalia anaweza toka na William Ruto asiumie. Mwenye ataumia, I can tell you, ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Na ndio watu yake wamesimama kidete na William Ruto na kurusha maneno. Kama si watu ya Raila kuingia pale, I can tell you, William Ruto ni kama mtu wako kwa uzi hivi katika imebaki kidogo ikatike. So William Ruto ako kwa mabega ya Raila. And that is why hata Raila anataka nini atafanywa. Massage atafanywa chochote anataka. Kuhakikisha kwamba Raila anakuwa pale kwa serikali. Or else things might not be on his side. And that is what William Ruto is doing. So kwa zile picha watapiga, utapata Ruto ako katikati, Raila ako close to William Ruto. Then Kindiki Kithure. Then Musalia huko kando. So in other words, Musalia, Kindiki, akina Wetangula, and akina Amason Kingi, they are nobody to this government, you know. So William Ruto is doing this to show an indication that he is so terrified, and the only man that is going to risk him, which I don't know how things are going to be, is Raila Amolo Odinga. So he will ensure that any position Raila wants, atapatiana. Chochote Raila anataka, atapatiana. And that is what happened yesterday. And you can see, Raila Odinga, even when he's giving his speech, is like the deputy president. No. It is so hurting for those individuals who claim themselves that they are so senior in this government. And now Raila Odinga is coming abruptly na ameingia na anachukua positions akienda. Even if he never voted for William Ruto, ako na cabinet secretaries pale, ako na PSS pale, ako na attorney general, ako na watu kadhaa pale, chairpersons of boards and parastatals amepanga pale. So Raila atafanywa chochote anataka, or else. What do you think, guys? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.